Hey everybody, Three Toe Joe, Three Toe Customs here. I'd like to welcome you all to part 2 of our custom audio enclosure build for our RZR 800, RZR 800, aka Fred in the Shed, for all of you guys that know him already. Just going to give you guys a little heads up basically of where I'm at here. I made a little progress and where I'm going with this build here. And maybe a little bit on what it took to get here. So, anyways, let's check it out. There we go. This is my final custom my final custom ring shape here that I came up with there. I call that the brass knuckle the brass knuckle setup for my arachnophobia build here. Anyhow, I got everything all nice and tightened up, attached here, all at the points and back. You know, nothing's gonna move on me. Got some wood filler to fill in the gaps here, some little imperfections there that were showing through that would have been harder to fill later with body fill, I guess. It would have dipped in and stuff, so better to fill these little bad spots in with now than later. Basically, okay, this is where we're at. On this end, I'm all ready to attach this into my cage, basically give these a little bit of sanding here to make sure everything fits in nice, and I can attach this basically to my cage, and I'm ready to start fiberglassing. So anyways, these are the component speakers I decided to go with. Because, you know, shopping online, these were very appealing to the eye with the spider-shaped grill. And I mean, the reviews were decent. And if these numbers are right, 100 watts RMS should be pretty decent. So we'll work with those. And we'll try to use these numbers here as best as we can to work around with our box design and try to make these sound as good as we possibly can. There we go. I had painted my grills already. I'll talk about what I did to paint those here in a minute. Another reason why I chose these speakers is because they're separated from the tweeters. See, now a regular component speaker, unless I was going with marine audio, which is quite a bit more expensive, I wanted to try to save me some money on certain stuff, right? I mean, we can easily pay $200 taxes in for a set of component speakers. That's just one set. You know, I'm $120 for 2 sets in. Brand new, whatever, works for me. I painted all the little trims. Maybe they'll void my warranty. Who gives a shit for $60 a set, right? But they're nice and solid. No water should get in there. Should be good and dandy to me. So maybe now we'll give you guys a little quick sneak peek of what everything is gonna look like sitting in here. Maybe. Yep. Maybe that's what we'll do. Hold on 1 second. Et voila. There you have it. That's what it's going to look like right there. Well, give or take. I mean, it'll be upside down and you'll be looking at it different. Hopefully it'll be all white maybe behind it. But, no, here you go. I mean, that's how she's all going to fit in there. And as you can see there, this piece of wood is actually going to stay in there because that's going to actually hold my crossovers. That can just fit 4 crossovers. Just fits 4 crossovers. Everything just fits. So this build is so tight, it's unreal. I mean, it's gonna pass with like this in spots, you know. But anyways, that's not major important. So let's talk a little bit about the paint here. Maybe a little bit. Everybody wonders, okay, you guys can see this little can here in the back. Yes, this is exactly what I used to paint this, and I get a really nice finish with this paint. And it lasts me, you wouldn't believe. I've got spots on the front of my RZR, like the lettering and stuff. I'll show you in another video when we're outside. I mean, you get a really wicked finish if you're careful with your paint, and it's durable. Like I say, I got spots on my bumper where I painted in the lettering, and I'll show you in another video when we're outside looking at it. of pieces that I painted over 2 years ago that are still looking good. So I got no problems using this paint whatsoever. What I do, however, is the Rust-Oleum Painter's Touch there, the extra cover, is I use a primer, the same brand primer. I like to keep my paints and my primers matched up. I'm kind of anal that way. And I find I get really good adhesion, and it works really well. All right, anyways, I think we've covered most of that anyways, about what it took to get to this point. Oh, and here's another thing, is that this layout, if you kind of pay attention, it's like if you look like at a cartoony kind of spider, you know, it kind of reminds you of those eyes a little bit. Looks pretty cool. Anyways, I think it's going to look pretty wicked. So I think now we'll go transfer over to the cage. We'll talk about the progress I've made over in that section. And we'll give you guys a sneak peek of the imprint of what it's going to actually look like. Imprinted, without the speakers, of course. And that should be about it for today. And then we'll talk a little bit about where I'm headed. Right on, just one sec. And voila, there you go. This is where we're at here with our setup. So this is what I done here. As you can see, I picked up this 1.5 inch ABS pipe, and I cut me some pieces to fit my needs, and they work pretty damn good. I mean, they hold the fabric down nice and tight where I need it to everywheres, so that when I stretch it down, it'll keep a nice contour to the cage, so that when this all comes out, it'll all kind of snap kind of back into place, hopefully, is what I'm hoping. And these probably won't stay in here for life. What I'll probably end up doing is because we'll use like strips of actual fiberglass to reinforce these to where we want them. So that'll be fine, I think. So, no, exactly. So I got all kinds of leftover pieces here. I think I still need to cut a few more there to finish the attaching the front part here, but I think once we get this front part here figured out. And that's another thing, like I was saying, is I'm building this all kind of custom as I go along to each component piece, and because really, unless you have big money sitting in your bank account, it's hard to go out and buy all the pieces that you really want to buy. I mean, in a perfect world, in a perfect world, I'd be rocking like Rockford Frostgate and Infinities and like good stuff, you know what I'm saying? But whatever, we're gonna make do with what we got. We're not rich people here, so this is gonna be pretty much overly expensive as it's gonna be. So, but we don't got a lot of money tied up into this so far. I mean, this fabric here originally cost me $50 at Fabricville, but I mean, I had a huge piece, and this is left over from another project I had. So I mean, I had plenty of this. This wood's all something that I had laying around, you know what I mean, kicking around the house. Easy peasy to piece together, you know, freebie there. You know, most tools I already own. I went and I bought this set of tools here because I didn't own any proper fiberglassing tools. Even though I have done some fiberglassing, I didn't own actual proper tools for it. So we're going to have to pick up some stuff to keep those clean here and keep those moving along. Oh, would you look at that? I see Bubbles is looking pretty hungry. Bubbles looks like he wants to eat. You guys got to see this. This fish is like ferocious. Food, asshole. I swear, man, this thing is like you can't eat without like jumping and like attacking the food. It's actually pretty cool. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked with fish stories here. Fishes for my daughter. Actually, come to think about it, it's been around for Valentine's Day for about 2 or 3 years now. Which actually just passed. Come to think about it. Anyhow, got sidetracked here for a second. Back to the cage. Back to what's important. Back to what you guys all want to see. Not fucking little fishies. Alright. We'll flip this up and we'll give you guys a view of what she looks like underneath. Oh, here, we'll add a little bit of... I need to add a little bit of weight here to finish that off. I got a couple of good books here to should do the trick. There we go. Perfect. There, we'll have a look and see what she looks like under here. And there you have it, people. A little hard to see, bad lighting under here. We'll open this guy up again. There, you see a little better now. I got a... Oh, stop fucking rings. A couple little spots that need some smoothing out here, but... I mean, you guys get the gist of her. She just fits. Yeah, just fits. Yep. Just fits. She's going to... She won't stick out too far. Nice little slick enclosure here. It'll be pretty sleek. You'll have to really come up and look into it to see. I'm gonna have to try to find a way here to try to tighten up my, see, get that look here a little bit better, but I think it should come out pretty damn snazzy anyways. So anyways, everybody, this is where we're headed. Next piece, we're not sure. We do know there is some stuff going up here in this part of the cage. What exactly, I am not 100% decided on yet. Now, I don't think I want a subwoofer up in this area of the cage in front of my head. I think that could be hell of annoying. What I was originally thinking was to have a screen up here that I can aim down and I'll be able to see it while I'm driving, and I'll use that as a rear view. Oh yeah, that's gonna look fucking wicked, boys. That's gonna look wicked. Yes, sir. Almost look like a pro did it. Anyhow, running out of time here. A screen is what I am thinking. I can't find the right one that does everything I need, but I do have a screen, so I'm going to have to invent something kind of funky here that might just be for my purposes only. I wanted to make something a little bit newer aged, but I might have to settle for using an old deck that I have, because it does all the functions that I need it to do. And then I can still use the screen that I have separate. I think that'll be what I have to do. And then I'll have to find a good amp and a good place to mount my amp. Alright, everybody. Smash the like button if you like her. Follow along if you want to see how the progress is going to turn out. I think this is going to come out pretty damn fucking snazzy. I think you guys are going to want to see how this all turns out in the end. I know I do. Alright, everybody. Have a good day. Keep the shiny side up and all four on the floor.